Okay, there we go. We're recording. Hey guys, we're just going to jump right into this. We are recording. So excited to talk about 3 different ways that I want you guys to have.
Come here.
The 3 things I want you guys to think about coming into this push and waking up every day to work your business and just being super, super intentional. And it will take time. Okay. A little bit when I just think about when I went 4K and what all happened, and it was even those 2 years ago. I just kind of want to give you an idea of what I would do different and what I want you guys to take away from this. There's 3 different things, and I have notes, but they're in the living room. It's fine. I'll just kind of hopefully remember. Number 1 is getting uncomfortable by showing your face and going live and every day being on your stories, showing your face and letting people see your eyes and your mouth. It's just something about that connection with people. When they see that you are consistent with showing up, that allows them to trust you, and it creates that credibility. So that gets them in your inbox quicker. So for me, what I did all the time was go live. I went live, I got uncomfortable, and I didn't care so much about the views, because what I was talking about, I had no idea what it was. I just knew that I was excited, and I really wanted Thrive to work. It was like, I was committed. I earned my VIPs, and I went 4K in 30 days, and it happened so fast. But it was the 3 steps, just back to the basics and talking about that energy, talking about why I love the products on my stories, on my lives. And if you are not talking about the 3 steps, then you want to do that every day in some way. And going live is getting uncomfortable, not caring about the views, not caring about who's commenting or looking at it the next day and not seeing those views that you want to see, because our engagement and all of it, that has to grow. That has to grow as you stay consistent with your audience. Because guys, I had less than 40 views on my live, and I'm a 40K leader. None of that matters. What matters is that one person who hops on to hear what you have to say. And don't pay attention to that. Get on that live video and know that these 3 steps work. And talk about your testimony. Talk about what you're doing for the day, something that you enjoy. If you like putting on makeup, go live putting on makeup. If you like cooking, go live. If it's 8 o'clock at night and you haven't went live for the day, get on your live on Facebook and share that you're making your dinner and what you're having, and just hang out and just talk to people. Tell them what you did for the day. We get so caught up in what we're saying and different things that we want to share about. Just get on there, guys. It will come to you naturally. My lives used to be 20 minutes long. And I have no idea what I said, but I just knew that I love to get on there to let people see that I was excited. I am serious about this, right? And so don't worry about your engagements, no matter what. I want you to stay consistent. Go live every day. I'm doing it. I'm going live regardless. So I'm going to be doing it with you, alongside of you, because that's what people want to see. Because you can't always yes, last night's Zoom was so good with Linz and Ange, and they can't always see your passion through a post. They can always see it through your stories. So that's why it's so key. So I'm going live every day for this until next month. And your personality is key too. Guys, I go live now without any makeup on. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter who's on there, and it's just your passion. That is what they want. Let them see your kids running around. Let them see the messy background. Those are fear-based thoughts that hold us back from connecting with people, hold us back from doing our job and being a thriver, guys. Any thriver that you see that's been here for any amount of time, they're alive and they're excited. So get that excitement back in your business. Number 2 is the biggest thing I would have done differently is how I treated my customers. How I treated my customers in the beginning, because I didn't have a team when I went 4K. It was all customer orders, all what I was bringing in. So didn't have a team, didn't have a sales team. But you, and when you enroll a customer, get to know them. Ask them what they do for a living. Ask them how many kids they have. What can you do to make their life better and improve their life? That's what customer service is how you can change and improve them, and what you can add. And yes, we are paid problem solvers. So I should have mentioned this in the conversations video. Guys, when people come back with you with a rejection, it's our job to solve that problem for them and not get discouraged because someone's not ready to order. But if they say they're tired, they need that energy, that's our job, right? To get 3 steps in their hands some way, somehow, whether it's through a website order or a sample, get them on Thrive. But when they enroll with you, talk to them every day. Make sure they're taking the products right. Let them know you're there. Send them a thank you card. Go to Dollar Tree, get a thank you card. I have 2 different thank you card packs that I just like to send out to them. It takes 2 seconds to make sure that you are letting them know I appreciate you. I value you. Thank you for supporting my small business. Here's a card for and just for supporting me, right? So let them know you're there and stay connected with them. And guys, I have customers that have fallen off. You're going to have those customers that you don't hear from and that ghost you. That some of my customers deleted their Facebook. I don't know where they went. It fell off the earth, but that's okay because I knew that I was in their DMs. I even have some of my customers' phone numbers that I can call and text, the ones that are local to me. And I say, hey, how are you? Did you have a good Christmas? Are you having a good New Year? Let's check back in. We have new shake flavors. Does your customers know about fudge brownie and salted caramel and all the new products we've come out with? And just let them know you're there. So please, customer retention is huge, guys. I would have changed that because back then I was just enrolling them and ghosting. Do not do that. So build that relationship with them. Ask them who they are, what they like to do, what their job is. Interact on their page. Make sure they see that you're still there even after they order from you. So be close with your customers. And I don't know, number 3, it all comes down to confidence, guys. It all comes down to confidence and failing your way forward and not looking left and right. If you want to go anywhere in this business, you cannot look at what other leaders are doing and their success and compare it to yours. Guys, I'm telling you, it takes at least 3 years to have 6-figure income or even close to that. So with you being in your first year, that's the most exciting time in your business. Even for me, guys, I have no idea what's going on half the time. I just know what IPAs I'm doing, how to show up because I've been consistent, but I still fell forward. Guys, I went live this morning and it was awful, but I didn't care. I just want people to see me, see my face, know that I'm here, know that I'm still thriving, know that I still love these products. And that makes me feel confident. When you work your business and you're intentional about it and you're showing up, you will grow that confidence as you go. Your confidence, it all comes from failure. It all comes from making those mistakes. So yeah, we are paid problem solvers, guys. Just remember that you do not have to fit in a perfect image and that it's not all about like the engagement and what views we have, who's watching our stories, who's not responding to us. It takes 12 follow-ups for someone to order from you, like on average. Like that's a statistic. So are you following up? Are you following up with those people? When I go back to look at my follow-ups, I've sent them messages. I've sent them lots of messages to say, hey, I'm still here. Like, I know we talked and I know you're interested in this. Like, where are we at? How are you feeling? Did you have a good Christmas? I'm getting back in their inbox to get that flow. If they don't respond, that's okay. People need Thrive. And I'm growing my network every day. So last night, Lynn's talked about this. And behind the scenes work is your IPAs and self-development. If you're not growing your network and if you're not doing the whole thing with behind the scenes work and the marketing aspect of your business, it's going to be very, very hard to have people in your inbox, guys. So the marketing aspect is what our content chat is for. The marketing aspect is going live and sharing before and afters, testimonies, opportunity lives, things like that. But behind the scenes, if you're not at least giving your 30 minutes of yourself to a podcast, to God, to something that makes you happy. Guys, sometimes my self-development's getting my nails done. I mean, I'm just being honest. It's just part of something that I enjoy doing. It's been forever, but it's just something that I enjoy. And what makes you happy? What gets you excited for the day? When are you your best self? And do that for 20 minutes out of your day so that you can have your cup full and then present yourself on social media, then go open your business. There is no way that I could lead this team if I didn't have God, if I didn't have time for myself. So you have to do that. Then let's see what other things that I want to add in. Our opportunity lives. Those are going to be on Thursdays. And I want you to invite one potential to that live. One person who's ever asked you about the business, who's been watching you for a while, and let them hear other people, or if it's you on the live, it doesn't matter. Let them come to that live video and hear what we offer. And yeah, so every Thursday at 9 p.m., we're going to do these opportunity lives. It's going to be 2 people on a live on their page. It's not going to be an event. It's just going to be you tagging them in the comments. Hey, this is what we do. This is how we do it, and a little bit of our story, because your potential may not relate to your story, but someone else is on that live that's going to light their fire, and they're going to still want to enroll with you and still want to, get started. So those opportunity lives are so important. So Thursdays at 9, we're doing those. We're going to do like a little switch up each week. It'll be different people, getting you guys uncomfortable, and on the second Sunday of the month, Courtney's going to host our Sunday night huddles. These on my ID. And then if anyone else wants to share on Sunday nights about a strength of theirs, do that as well. I want you guys to step into that 4K role before the rank comes, guys. You have to step up and be bold, man. Let's see, what else did I want to say? I know there was a couple of, I guess, with the question I had from some of you about
Olivia, talk about the giveaway too that we wanted to do.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Monthly giveaways. So at the end of this month, we are doing a giveaway. And then hold on, was it for the study, for the Sarah Jakes Roberts study?
Yes. Yeah. So I love Sarah Jakes Roberts, and I figured we're going to do a giveaway of her workbook with her book as the first month giveaway.
Yeah, for the first month, that's a study in a book, I think is incredible to help you grow. Nothing better than a self-development book, you guys. Then the second month, each month for February, March, you will see a giveaway at the end of the month. And what keeps you entered, what keeps you in this push is showing up every day, unapologetically, with your 3 steps, with your lives, with your just being yourself, and being active in that 4K chat. Because guys, just check in the mornings and say, hey, this is what I'm posting for today, or whatever you want to share, your affirmations, your IPAs. I mean, I like to share my IPAs and tell you guys like what my plan is a little bit. Like, okay, I'm going to post this reels. I'm going to do this. I've already done my IPAs. Here's my self-development. To me, I don't feel like that's much of a task because it's so second nature. But you don't have to do all of that. Just share a good morning message. Hey guys, I'm up. My business is opening. This is what my plan is. Let's kill it today. I know self-development is being shared a lot as well. And your takeaways from that is very helpful because those are important. You actually know when someone's listening to a self-development podcast when they're doing takeaways. And that's pretty awesome. Accountability, absolutely. But that 4K chat is there so you're active in it, so that you are sharing what you're doing daily. And then there was another thing I forgot to add in that graphic for our push. There was something I know I missed out on putting in there. I can't remember what it was. There was one thing I forgot.
Was it the once a week live that we wanted to do on like a Zoom, or you know what I mean? Like where we show a tip, a different leader shows a tip each week. I know we talked about that too.
Yeah, that was.
Okay.
Yes, that's what, yeah, I didn't put that on there. So, for the week, so we may choose like Tuesdays like tonight or someday in the week. One of us leaders, 4Ks or above, or any of you guys, we're gonna hop on here. We're gonna share a tip that we learned or something that's helped our business move the needle, something that's really worked for us, because maybe that's what someone else is missing and that can help them. So a lot of us leaders it's gonna be a variety of us stepping up and sharing what's working, and it'll get you in the habit of hosting Zooms. Anytime M asked me if my team wants to host a work with me or a opportunity live, I'm all in the chat. Who wants to do this? Who wants to do that? Because it gets you accountable and it makes you serious, guys. It gets you serious about your business. If you want this to pay you like a business, you have to be serious about it. And hosting those Zooms really gets you in your element, because it's uncomfortable when there's 30 plus faces looking at you and you're the host and you get to lead something like that. Yes, I'm so excited for this too. And I did put in the graphic where when you go 4K, you have 4 promoters and they all go VIP. That's simple. That's in simple, lamest terms that I just have always thought of 4K as. But you have a goal for 2 promoters, 2 new promoters for the next 30 days that you're going to offer this opportunity with, that you're going to share this with. And it makes you show up so differently when you have 2 promoters as a goal. So let's say you have 2 promoters as a goal, right? You're going to do 1 and 2 on a piece of paper, on your planner, on a notebook, and then you're going to have action steps of how you're going to enroll that promoter. You're going to invite them to an opportunity event when our leaders go live. You're going to share how many opportunity stories a week. Let's say you want to do 3 a week. You put 3 opportunity stories up on your stories. Then you're going to share each day about from your 5s list. Let's say we have cloud-based technology and we don't pay for a website. We're going to talk about that for the day, because there are other leaders out there in the industry that have to pay for their website that are probably not making any money. And that's going to help. That's going to be the thing that gets them interested, right? You have to share it from so many different aspects. So no cold messaging. That's why I joined. People are still cold messaging out there. So on Monday, you're going to talk about cloud-based technology. On Tuesday, you're going to talk about weekly pay, and how we're paid every week. And, that just what feels good to you guys, because we're not salesy when we're sharing what we have our hands on. We're not salesy when the only time we're salesy is when we put that label on it, period. If we say we're salesy, we're salesy. Like, I don't think I'm salesy at all. And I just made a product post yesterday about a promotion. I didn't feel salesy at all, because I know what I have my hands on. So when you get on there and you share about it, don't think that you're being a spam board, guys, because that's what the energy is that you're giving yourself. And people are going to feel that. And people see your confidence and people see your demeanor when you know what you're talking about, even if you don't know what you're talking about, right? Like, I was ignorance on fire, guys, when I started. I look back at these videos, they were pitiful. Like, I don't know why anyone ordered from me, but you just want to remember that you don't have to know all the things about the product. You don't have to know all the things about algorithm and social media to enroll people, to share what you've got your hands on. So all of that doesn't matter, because your heart and your personality is what people want to see, is what people buy from. I've had so many people message me, wow, you're an inspiration. Thank you for sharing your story. And that in turn may turn into enrollment. It may not. But I continue to stay up with those people and build those relationships. I've never met any of these people, guys. You probably never met me, the ones that aren't local, but we're here because we're a community and we love what we do. Yes, Kayla, do you want to talk about that? Or Courtney and Kayla, anybody want to share anything?
Well, I was just saying, Jessie Lee, I listened to a bunch of hers the last few days, and she was saying today, I was going to touch back. I was going to touch back with the customer part. Like Jessie Lee was saying, most comp plans, you make more money on customers than you do promoters. Hands down, your most money is going to come from customers. So when you were talking about treating your customers right and doing that kind of stuff, take care of them, because they're going to be paying you more than if you were to sign a promoter. Like, I know we want a big team, but the customer is where it's at. That's why Jessie Lee is very, very hard in her tea time and selling her samples and selling the product. But she was also saying, sell yourself before you sell a product. People want to know that you are a human. Thrive has plenty, like they always say, Thrive has plenty of marketing tactics. They don't need you to do it. But people are going to buy from you because they trust you, because they come to your page and find value. They come to your page and learn new things every day. So therefore, then they're going to be like, well, shoot, she has been talking a lot about this energy stuff. I need some. And they kept coming back because you sold yourself to them. So just make people trust you. I always say that, like, kind of find a niche of yours, and that's what people are going to come back for. When you're not getting engagement, it's probably because you're speaking too much Thrive and people can't relate to you because you're all Thrive. And I've learned that, and I've had to call myself on that, where I'm just like, I feel like I'm just literally throwing up Thrive. So throw up yourself. Put yourself out there and let people really get to know you and trust you, and you will see your customer and you will see your engagements go way up. I promise. That's all I have.
Yes. Yeah. Like, I love that, because guys, you have to know your story. You have to know your story of where you come from, what you love, what you've been through. You have to get vulnerable. You have to know, like, today's like, I know I've part of Courtney and her brand and what she talks about is being a mom, being a stay-at-home mom, and how hard, how sometimes it can be hard, and it's okay to have hard mom days. That is value to someone who's having a hard mom day that needs that. Like, there are so many different things of your life in that day that can add value to someone that they want to hear and see, versus a $25 off promo code. Kayla, did you want to add anything?
My bad. I don't have good service in the kitchen, and I didn't even hear Courtney talking, so I'm sorry. But I do want to say, today I always look at my memories, because this time last year I was just getting started. In March, that's when I hit 4K, and like I want to be that person again and take what I've learned along the way in the past year and become that passionate again. But listen, here's my point. So on my memories, a live video of me popped up, just me talking about the opportunity. Like you said, I didn't know what I was talking about, but I was so into it and on fire, and I had 900 views. And yeah, that was a year ago, but people were watching that. People, obviously it got somebody's attention, even though I felt like I sounded crazy and ridiculous. And I watched it again and had to stop, it was embarrassing to me. And, you just learn from like what you go, like, ignorance on fire. That's literally what it was, because I felt like I sounded like a broken record, but I didn't care. I was so confident in what I knew I had my hands on. Then why am I still not doing that? And I like that. I see that stuff because it brings back my fire. And I blame a lot on my pregnancy, and I shouldn't, because regardless, like, I can never make my why an excuse. And, I don't know where I'm going with this, but literally just looking back a year from now, you will see such a difference in your growth and how, you, like you were saying, if you're excited, you're getting your audience excited. And, like I said, almost 1,000 people viewed that live video, and I felt like I was an idiot, but somebody, in those comments, it inspired somebody, it helped somebody. I'm sure I got a customer or something out of it from somebody. So, regardless what you think, just be confident in what we have, because we do have, something that nobody else does. And, yeah, that's really what I wanted to say, because, looking back, it just shows me what I am capable of and how I can take what I know now and, shine with my business, shine with my faith, and go live unapologetically, and just, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, that's it. Guys, I have those same fears. The leaders that you see that's you're inspired by, you inspire someone else the same way you look at these other leaders. You're that light for someone else, the way you view others, that you're inspired by. You are so valuable, guys, and so qualified. I'm telling you now, from somebody guys, this industry turns nobodies into somebody's, and you have to know your qualify yourself. Get up and step up to the plate and say, I'm serious about my business. I'm serious about my vision. These next 5 years are going to completely change my family's life because of what I'm doing today, regardless of what results you see, what's not happening fast enough, what fill in the blank. You guys know that the simple basics of what we do is sharing these 3 steps and showing your face, showing your family. You have to dig deep and say, what am I passionate about? What do I enjoy sharing about? That's it for me. Like, I pour into my audience. I talk about things that are in my heart, and you can never go wrong with that. That's how I know when I'm working my business, when it feels good and not forced. Claudia, do you want to share anything, or anybody else want to unmute? I'm so excited.
It's literally whatever you both said. It was ignorance on fire when I started, because I have chills, because Kayla and I started around the same time. And I remember meeting her, like, obviously through Messenger. And I like looking back also at my videos, like she said and you said, and I didn't know much. All I knew is I had this fire in my belly. And just like Liv, I hit 4K by myself as well, with like mostly customers and selling 2 packs, and that's it. So you guys, like, that's also something I wish I could have been better about, keeping my customers, like being more, taking care of them more. Because I had like 13 to 10 customers on me and Mark's accounts, both of ours accounts. And I was like enrolling like insane. And I look back and I'm like, where is that girl? Like, where did she like go? Not that I'm not here, but like remembering like, yeah, that's what it took to like grow and keep going, grow what you go through. That's just like literally, don't complicate it, keep it simple, and just know that someone's watching you, you guys. Like, I'm always surprised when I get a new message from someone after a year of thriving and be like, well, I've been watching you and I just decided to finally message you. And I'm like, oh, okay. And like, when you least expect it. So you guys, someone needs you, and don't forget that someone needs you. And just like you need this for your family and you want this, someone, like, imagine how you're going to do that for someone else's family. Like, Kayla and I were talking a year ago that I would move out of my mom's basement, and here I am out of my mom's basement. Like, literally, big ignorance on fire. Literally manifest it. Like, it doesn't matter what the tracker says or anything. Manifest it. Like, I was big about manifestation. I was like, oh, I'm gonna earn a 12K bonus when they threw him the first time around, and I like didn't even like know what that even meant. You know, like, manifest what you want to be and where you're gonna go. You don't have an auto bonus yet? Well, whatever. You're gonna get it. Does your audience know that we have it? Have you ever talked about it on a post, even though you maybe have not earned it yet? Have you talked about what you're gonna do when you earn it? You guys, be so bold, because literally what Liv said, we have our hands on something that's like, it's just something that's one of a kind. And like, I just can't wait, because it's happening like real sooner than later. All of us are going to be at a getaway together, sitting on the beach, being like, remember that one time we were going through that 4K push, and now here we are. Like, it's going to feel so amazing to be there together, you guys. I can't wait to see everyone's growth. Literally chills. Yes, Court. Let's go. I'm so excited.
I absolutely love that. Like, the vision, the next 6 months, the next getaway, are we going to be there? The next getaway that's coming in summer, or in the however long it's coming, it's going to be announced next month. Are you going to be there? Because the work you do now is what's going to show up on those trackers. Yeah. I didn't earn my first getaway till my 2nd year in. So do not place a timeline on your success. Do not place a timeline on where you should be, and don't place expectations on your business or people that you are talking to, guys. And when someone tells me that they're going to order, I take it with a grain of salt. I know that those are things that we get discouraged about in the beginning. It's the nature of the beast. It comes with the territory, and you have to be so rooted so rooted in what Thrive offers and what your vision is. But there was something that Claudia said, I don't remember. It's just about being so bold, guys, with your stories, with your lives. And people are going to see that and get inspired. You're going to be that inspiration. Don't be afraid to be someone's inspiration. That's a beautiful thing. Every day, wake up, fill your cup, and go live. I mean, like, that's the biggest number one thing that I want y'all to take from this Zoom is to go live, because that's all I did. And I still do. I'm going to start doing it too. You're going to see me doing it. So I hope you guys can do it with me. Man, borrow our confidence, borrow mine. Like, guys, y'all are gonna be 4K. Like, I know it, I feel it, and we're all gonna work together. Man, this is just exciting. So the next 90 days, I'm so pumped for it. I'm gonna stop recording.